Okay, we were just a little pre-pod conversation. We were talking high school basketball, and I told myself I was never gonna get. No, I didn't say I was never gonna get, but I didn't want to like simp over high school basketball.
Yeah, you never want to be the guy who's like all about high school sports.
Yeah, the 30-year-old guy.
Yeah.
And I don't talk about my high school basketball career.
Nope.
It would be a different story if I did. I was like, oh man, fuck, I'd be doing things so much.
God, I wish I was on that team.
Yeah, but I genuinely just like it's electric to watch.
Of course,
So you're watching good teams, and like North Dakota basketball, you'll get, what would we say, 5 division, like across the state, probably 5 D1 signees essentially out of North Dakota. So it's not like Texas high school football.
Yeah.
Where everyone's going
where your entire team is going D1 or D2.
Yep.
But yeah, I don't know. Growing up here and just knowing the level, like the level I played at, now you see it at a higher level. It's electric to watch.
Yeah. Plus, we are kind of in like a little bit of a lull of sports.
Got nothing
right now. Yeah, Vikes are out. I mean, what are you gonna?
Yeah, playoff football.
It's only weekends though, so it's like, what do you watch throughout the week?
Yeah. Well, again, and like, well, okay. I mean, the whole Peacock thing with the Bills game.
That was so dumb.
So we went. So that was on. No, it wasn't it wasn't the Bills game. What game?
Chiefs.
What game on Saturday?
Dolphins
was Peacock, correct?
7:20. Yep.
So I'm at a bar after Charlie Barron's comedy show, expecting the game to be on. It was nothing. It was on every TV. They had the local news, and we're at a bar downtown, kind of a sports bar.
Jesus.
Where you go and watch a game. Nothing.
That's insane. Well, also, just why would you put it to Peacock? Like, you have so much revenue, and then it's like nobody's gonna go buy this app for one day.
Yeah, and it's becoming more common in every. Well, okay, so football, you got Thursday Night Football, you got to have Amazon Prime. I would assume a lot of people have Amazon Prime, but if they don't,
I don't.
How are you gonna watch the game? You don't?
My roommate luckily does, but I do not.
Okay,
so
at
I'd say
least
most people
you can
know.
get the game.
Yeah, most people know somebody who has Amazon Prime, or I'm sure your parents have Prime or something like that.
Yeah, and it's like what, $15 a month?
Yeah,
something
4
like
games a month during the season. Yeah, okay. You might be able to justify it.
Yeah, $4 a game, whatever. Yeah.
And then now you got and it just happened out of nowhere where, okay, well, game's on Peacock.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, well, the last time I had Peacock was a 7-day free trial so I could watch Yellowstone.
Yep.
That's gone. So I'm not just I could probably use a different email. I gotta start getting some burner Gmail accounts just to start signing up for
them
shit.
Free trials. One thing I noticed with the Peacock game is that you asked anybody the day of, and everybody that are all people like us were saying this is a fucking disaster. Peacock.
Oh yeah.
I mean, this is not great. And then I went online the next day, and it was just like a bunch of articles and stuff like that they were peacocking for Peacock. Jeez. They were like, this is the most streamed football event of all time. This is great. That. I know. And they actually might be right, because if you think about it, like, how many viewers is the average Thursday night football drawn in? Whereas there's never been a live football event that's been streaming only. Like the World Cup, you would count as like a cable TV event or some shit like that. Like 23 million people is not that many people. Like,
I mean, if you think of like the YouTube golf space, like some of these videos will get a couple million views.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I mean, yes, it's not live, but some of these YouTube pages are pulling more views than like an NFL game or an NBA game.
Yeah. And that's also not like straight up views. That's not like the page was opened 23 million times. That's NBC trying to account for all the bars that the game was playing in and how many. And so like the number is fluffed.
The illegal stream sites that everybody watched on.
Yeah. Do you guys ever watch like games or anything on TikTok?
Oh, like someone's got a TikTok live up. Oh yeah.
No.
So that for me, that's UFC events. So, okay, here's another example. To watch UFC, you have to be subscribed to ESPN Plus.
Yep.
Now the fight night cards, which is like 3 times a month, there's one pay-per-view per month.
Yep.
And the other 2 or 3 cards are fight nights. They're free, essentially. If you have ESPN Plus, you're paying $10 a month.
They're just not pay-per-view.
Correct. Yep. And then the pay-per-views are now $80.
Yeah.
So if you buy every pay-per-view, you pay $80 a month plus $10 a month for ESPN Plus.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're damn near $100 in just to watch a pay-per-view every month.
Yeah.
And then I got my kid hammering buttons on the remote and buying pay-per-views I've already seen.
Yeah.
Or, yes, I will occasionally find TikTok. I mean, if anyone's going to find a stream on TikTok, it's me.
Oh yeah.
I've searched, because there's like, I think it was a Francis Ngannou and Tyson Fury fight. I was searching high and low for that stream, and then they'd get kicked off, and then I'd get pissed, and I'm like, fuck, no, I gotta go find another one. And then they're like, okay, well, we're not going to start the stream until we hit 5,000 followers, because they like start a new burner account. If it gets taken down, that one gets crushed, whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just sick of paying to watch an event.
I got a website for you, Ryan.
Yeah,
You'll be good, man.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a few websites.
Yeah, you can play them on your TV.
And I'm willing to pay, but when it like $100 a month,
yeah, it's ridiculous
to watch it. I mean, it's my favorite sport. I'll continue to watch it, but if the card is not good enough, I'm not going to spend $80 to buy the paper.
Well, and I feel like 9 times out of 10, it's also really hard to get all your shit signed in and get it figured out. And then I know like a couple times that I bought the pay-per-view for UFC events that like the stream is really shitty. And like they like it's glitchy on their end.
Yeah.
And so it's like, dude, look, if your product sucks and it's hard for me to get, if it's easier for me to just go out and find a website for it, I'm going to find a website for it,
sure.
you know?
Yeah. The internet is wide. It spreads across a lot of things. So
yeah. Well, I'm glad golf doesn't have that problem, because that would fucking suck.
Yeah.
Well, and eventually, who knows? Like the TGL, is it pay to play type of deal?
I have no
it's
idea.
on ESPN.
Sweet. Even better.
ESPN. It's supposed to start this week or last week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Postponed though, 2025 or something like that.
Yeah. Because I mean, they very easily could do a pay-per-view type situation where you buy a ticket for the weekend, and it's
they do that with the matches, don't they?
Sometimes they do, because I've seen them on cable or on like
TBS.
I've seen them on that before.
Okay.
But yeah, they very easily could sell you like a $15 ticket for the whole weekend of watching, 4 days of golf or whatever.
Yeah.
And honestly, I like, for a sport to do that. Now, don't get any ideas here, PGA, but like I probably would pay that. I probably would pay $15.
Oh, especially if you could like pick your golfers, like the Masters, you can pick the ones you want to watch.
The Masters
insane.
app is legit.
It's the best app for golf.
Granted, you're watching on your phone, but but
you can screenplay it to your TV.
That is true.
Yeah, and if they could figure out a way to, because I don't know if you guys have YouTube TV, but they have like a multi-view thing where you can put on different streams and different parts of your screen. If they figured out how to do that, with your favorite golfers during the Masters, that would be so sweet.
Insane.
How'd Sim League go for you guys week 1?
So good.
Okay, so here's the blunder.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sim League week 1 off to a bad start.
Yeah, bad start. No one knew what tees were, and I can say this because Tyler's not here. He's on the green screen behind me, but Tyler's in Arizona, so nobody knew what tees we were playing.
No.
Is it white? Is it blue? Is it match setting tees where it just automatically picks it based off the course?
Yep.
No one knew the gimme range. Okay, we're doing 10-foot gimmies. Okay, sounds good. I don't think anything else outside of that was in question. Now, we only play 9 holes per week for Sim League. And when you're on the GS Pro, you can select what holes you want to play. So really, every person who was playing just selected the first 9 holes. Okay, so when you do that, it takes the second 9 holes out of commission, essentially.
Yep.
So by doing that, it then it
recalibrates the whole hand.
Yes, it recalibrates the index for each hole.
Yep.
So now because only the first 9 holes are in play, now the hardest 9 holes are what you're playing essentially.
Yeah. So essentially, if you're playing
holes 1 through 9, the index is going to be 1 through 9 for each one of those holes.
You won't see a 12 mixed in. You won't see a 17.
Correct.
Yeah.
So in doing this, Tyler brought it up. He's like, yeah, it's weird. Like the hardest holes are all on the front 9. I'm like, okay, well, I could maybe see that and give the back 9 a little bit of a break. And it's probably it's a user created course, so this is just maybe how they did it. Well, then Miles went to play his round, and he just left all 18 selected and then just stopped after 9.
Mm-hmm.
So then when his scorecard came up, the index was completely different for holes 1 through 9.
It was how it normally would look.
Yep.
So then everybody's bumps are different
Yes.
for holes 1 through 9.
Correct.
And now everybody's score is wrong.
Yes,
Mhm.
essentially.
So here's a funny thing too.
Okay, I got.
Go ahead.
The funny thing too is that so Tyler printed out a bunch of score sheets for us, and I don't know. If I were running the score league, I would have everybody write down what their gross was and then just calculate their net based on the bumps and all that stuff. But Tyler has us write down our net. So now in this situation, when we have to redo all of our indexes, which give us the amount of bumps that we're getting on each hole, you have to take the net, turn it into a gross from the old bumps, and then take the new bumps and take that gross and turn it back into a net.
That will be
right?
easy because pretty much everyone played with 1 bump per hole.
Yeah.
Is how that was configured based off of the mistake that was made.
Yeah.
So you just add 1 stroke to everybody's score essentially that is playing with 1 bump.
Yeah, you're
and
right.
That's your gross.
Yeah, because so pretty much everybody, because the handicaps was 1 through 9, if you were at an 18 or higher handicap, you got 2 bumps on everything, right?
Yes.
And if you were at 18 or under, you were essentially playing at a 9 handicap because everyone got 1 bump.
Yep.
So like Miles is a 9 handicap.
11.
He's an 11. Okay.
Yep.
Well, you're a 9 handicap,
Yep.
right? So
Mhm.
you
For
actually would have gotten 1 bump on every hole.
Nope.
No.
Well, yeah. The way it was formatted.
The way it was formatted, you would have gotten a 1 bump
Correct.
on every hole.
Stupid.
I am a 17 handicap. So I'm just below the 18 mark. And because it's 1 through 9, I got 1 bump on every. So I
Yep.
played at the same handicap as Ryan did this week.
Yes. Now, this was like earlier last week before Miles had played his round. He goes, "Well, what did you guys shoot?" I said, "Well, we were 10 under." And he only 10 under.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, okay. The first round of Simile, like it's a little bit more nervous than when you're just playing a fucking casual Friday round.
It's up there with pine to palm nerves.
Pretty close.
Yeah, pretty damn
We can
close.
equate it to that.
Yeah.
Well, yesterday we come to find out the blunder in the system, and now he's going to lose strokes. Jade is going to lose strokes. They were 14 under on the original format. You and Alan, who Miles and Jade played this last week, were 13 under.
Yeah.
And you guys are much higher handicaps than Jade and Miles. You guys won.
Yeah, we will.
What?
Yeah.
So he was
Yeah.
giving me all this shit for only shooting 10. It's like you lost to Jake and Alan.
Yeah, we won. Dude,
So talk about eating crow in that situation.
end of hole 1, we were 4 under.
Yeah.
By the end of hole 1, we were 4
they
under.
had a hole out eagle on hole
Yeah,
one.
Alan holed out natural eagle on hole 1 with
Yeah.
a double bump.
Now,
Jesus.
me and Jack played Trevor and Hannah.
Yep.
You guys were 4 under or 5 under?
I think it was 4.
Okay, so we're probably still going to win
Yes.
with things equated out correctly.
Yeah.
So I'll say that I'm 1-0.
Mhm.
Miles is 0-1. That's a tough start to the league. I mean, to start 0-1.
Yeah.
And he was talking a lot of shit to begin with. So
Low expectations over here, so we're chilling.
yeah. So we got that going for us.
Yeah.
The other thing too, I say, all right, I got to leave at 5:45
Mhm.
when we played our sim round last week. I say, okay, Jack, it'll take like 45 minutes. We'll start at 5. Okay. Well, he rolls in at like 5:05, 5:10.
Yep.
Of course.
He's got to, hit like 4 or 5 different clubs in his bag. We start at like 5:20, and then I leave here at 6, and I'm fucking rushing. I'm, driving just a tiny bit over the speed limit.
Just an easy team.
Yeah, and then I gotta, so it's just this whole thing. And then he's like, "Oh, I can't find my glove. He didn't have a fucking golf glove." It's like, dude,
You
go
don't
to
need one.
Costco or something and buy a golf glove, buy a 4-pack. If you need my membership card, I'll bring you there and we can get you a
Really?
pack of gloves. Yeah, if you guys we'll go on a Costco run.
No.
Speaking of Costco, I know we've talked about them a lot in the future or in the past.
And we'll talk about him in the future.
And we'll talk
Yep.
about them in the future, like as in like 10 seconds from now.
Okay.
Costco, they're dominating right now.
Killing
Irons, driver, wedges,
Putter,
putter, gloves,
balls.
apparel, ball. They have everything. Okay, so what I didn't know, Sam's Club is getting in the golf equipment game.
No shit.
What?
Did you guys not? You guys didn't know this, did you?
No, I had no idea.
And I didn't either. So when I was online this morning, trying to figure out what the fuck we were going to talk about.
I'm like, going to get some Sam's Clubs?
Jesus.
Great marketing point.
Great marketing.
I come across, I believe it's a 4-pack of golf gloves from Sam's Club. Like, okay, well, if you're going to sell golf gloves, you gotta sell a couple more things, right?
Yeah.
And then I keep digging in, and Sam's Club is selling Vice golf balls.
Ooh.
Yeah.
They're selling tailor-made drivers. They're selling tailor-made driving. I mean, like
what?
the Stealth 2, is it the Stealth 2 Plus?
Stealth Plus, yep.
Stealth Plus. They're selling Callaways.
Yeah.
They're selling, so Greg Norman must have his apparel deal, like one of his apparel deals, retail deals is with Sam's Club.
Yep.
So Greg Norman apparel. God, what else do they have? Other golf accessories like the putting mat and stuff like that. But
yeah,
Sam's Club is, I don't know how long it's been going on, but Sam's Club is officially in the golf equipment game.
It's like a Shields and Dicks almost.
Shields and Dicks. And for those of you, like even a higher level analogy is Coke and Pepsi.
Yeah.
Like Costco is the Coke and Sam's Club's the Pepsi. Like if you ask for a Coke and they say, well, we have Pepsi products, you're like, okay, fine, I'll take a Pepsi. Whatever.
Yeah.
But it'll be interesting to see what they do going forward.
Mm-hmm.
Like do their own brand or just keep with all the big major ones?
So Amazon has, Costco has Kirkland, right?
Yep.
That's their brand, is Kirkland Signature. Sam's Club has Members Mark.
Yep, and that's what the golf gloves are.
Yeah, and they have Members Mark golf gloves. So they've already got their own like OEM branded golf gloves.
That's the start.
Yeah, now they don't have Members Mark balls.
Nope.
I think it'd just be, I don't know, it just seems like it's not as cool as Kirkland.
Yeah.
And I don't know what it is. It's pure branding.
Yeah.
Kirkland's
There's something
signature.
about like, will the Kirkland ball, like, will their logo ever change on it? Because like when you see a Kirkland ball, you see the black Kirkland and the red signature underneath of it. You know exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it'll be interesting to see where it, like, if Sam's Club is just doing it to kind of just like stay in the market, or if they are going to start selling golf simulators and come out with their own custom clubs or custom balls or anything like that. I don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, I would say currently Costco is leagues beyond where Sam's Club is.
Sure. Yeah.
So, I mean, it's going to take Sam's Club 2 years. I mean, it's taken Costco 3-4 years at this point to get where they're at.
Even more than that, because they started with gloves, balls, then you got to putter, then wedges, and now it's irons and drivers.
Yeah, I wonder when they came out. I would have to guess about 4 or 5 years ago.
I think it's 2019 is when like the putter dropped.
And also, Costco is willing to go through getting sued to sell their golf stuff.
Yeah,
I mean, they're getting sued by Titleist. They're getting I don't know what other kind of litigation they're wrapped up in, but
like
they're serious about it.
Yeah, 2020 they came out is when
their putters like a Scotty Cameron, their irons are like Titleist AP ones. Like all their clubs are similar to a different club.
Yeah, the wedges are like Vokey wedges.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Balls are like Pro V ones pretty much. So it's like, I wonder where these are made. You know.
Well, they're probably they're definitely made overseas.
But the one balls
probably
are made in the Titleist plant, you know?
Yep.
So I wonder if they are also made in that plant or a different one.
I don't know. I wouldn't think so because Titleist is suing Kirkland or Costco.
Are they?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I mean, there's
that must have been one of the episodes while I was gone.
Like patent infringement or something on the Pro V1 or whatever ball it is. So, what I'm waiting for is one of these big box wholesalers to make things more husband and dad friendly, if you will. So let's look at, Sir Yacht just did the Costco hot dog challenge, right?
Yep.
Okay. Well, guess what the perfect snack is on a golf course?
A glizz.
Fucking grease missile.
Yeah.
Bang.
Slide down your throat.
Yep.
We might have already talked about this, but like Costco showcasing their simulators at the store.
Yep.
So guys like me, while my wife is shopping, can go and play on a simulator.
Yep.
I can get a $1.50 hot dog with a I think they have Pepsi products, which is not ideal because they're the Coke of.
They got the Sam's Club of drinks at Costco.
Yeah. I mean, if Sam's Club has Coke products, I'm there.
We might have to become members, Mark.
Yeah,
fellas.
But what would be cool is like if Costco started to, you want to really get into the golf space, if they started like brand like little snack shacks on courses, like
get your $1.50 dog.
Yep. And the $1.50 dog, I would assume, like the rotisserie chickens, are their loss leader. So they don't make any money. They probably lose money on it, but it gets people in the door to spend more money. It's like, okay, well, if I can get a $1.50 hot dog at a snack shack at the Turn, I'm probably gonna buy I'm gonna buy a beer with that. I might buy like a bag of chips or something to go with it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So, I feel like courses make their money on booze, and a great way to get people to buy booze is to get a salty grease missile in them.
Yeah, that's why they got like dollar dog nights at baseball games on like a Tuesday, because they want people coming in and.
Yeah, you want to know something about the dollar dog night?
Yeah.
So the hot dogs that they don't, because I worked in sports coming out of college or in college, and the hot dogs that are not sold after dollar dog night, and I don't know if this is across all stadiums, but the hot dogs that aren't sold on dollar dog night, they just get taken out of the bun gets thrown away, and then they just get reheated for the next day.
Yikes.
Yeah, I mean, I could probably imagine that.
Which, I mean,
happens.
It makes sense, but when you think about it, and it's like when if you work in fast food, it's probably tough to go back and eat fast food when you're all said and done with it, because you cig breaks out by the dumpster. It seems like cig breaks for fast food employees, it seems like they're always next to the dumpster behind the drive up menu.
Yep.
Where you're talking, they're always just sitting there at that door.
Yeah.
And it's like, do I wave and say hi? And, hey, I hope you're enjoying your state mandated 15-minute cig break.
Cig break.
Or do I just like not make eye contact with them and try and put them behind the drive-through menu?
Yeah. Well, that's it. You got to, as you're driving up, you got a quick glance, see where they're at. Right. And then just pretend that you're really intently reading the menu as you're creeping up towards the menu.
Yeah. You can't make eye contact.
You can be like, hey, what should I order? What's your recommendation?
Yeah.
What will you not be touching after this cig break?
Yeah.
Because that's what is first thing going on my order right here.
Yeah. Which fryer is closest to the back door?
Yeah.
I want to stay away from that one.
Do you guys think of like a Costco versus Sam's Club golf guy would be a good video?
Yeah, that'd be funny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, like Tyler would, I'll put Tyler in Sam's Club. He can deck out in Greg Norman and Members Mark gear, and I'll be the Costco guy.
Yeah.
But I need the clubs first off. And the clubs are impossible to get.
Yeah.
Unless you buy them, unless you buy them from someone trying to flip them. So the $400 or $500 set, is it for?
Yes.
$400 or $500 for the iron set.
Irons, yep. Wedges are about 160, putters 130.
Yeah.
Driver, I do not know.
Yeah, they're like $499 or something like that.
Okay.
Right? Yeah, $499.
So it's probably $750 to $1,000 to buy them secondhand.
That's insane because I spent over $2,000 on my bag.
Just your golf bag itself?
Just my clubs.
Oh, the entire bag, everything in the bag.
Just my clubs.
I thought you meant just the bag you spent.
No. Yeah, just my bag.
Yeah.
No.
Sorry. Sam's Club also sell TaylorMade bags.
Yep.
So
and Nike bags too.
And Nike bags.
Ooh.
So we got both. We got Costco and Sam's Club.
Yes.
I might have to. I'll go to Sam's Club. I'll do some recon. We'll see what the food's like there.
Don't you get a membership first?
We have a membership.
Just both?
Yeah.
Why?
You have a Sam's Club membership too?
Well, okay, because Sam's Club offers some things that Costco doesn't.
It's fair.
Okay.
So they're both like, I mean, each one is anywhere like, I mean, if you do like a promotion, it's like $20 or $30 a year for the membership.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've spent a dumber $50 in a year.
That is true.
We know.
What do you? Okay, elaborate. Oh, this is not a dumb purchase. For $50, I just bought a Nintendo 64 and 5 controllers.
Yeah, it's actually a really good deal for $50. Yeah.
I'm not gonna sell it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna keep it and play
it.
No, I'm not gonna sell this because my kids need to grow up on Mario Kart.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
So this is, I believe I'm the third generation to own this Nintendo 64.
Yep.
Do you know who the first person was?
Your cousin.
Tyler.
Oh, really?
So I bought it from Tyler's old roommate, Lane.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And he said he bought that Nintendo 64 from Tyler in the same New Balance shoebox that I bought it today. So I sent Tyler a picture of it. I said, you know what this is? And he goes, nope. And I say, well, third generation N64 owner, same shoebox as when you sold it back in college.
Love it.
So now I got to get games.
Actually, I have a shitload of really good games that you can borrow if you'd like. I got Smash Bros, Mario Kart, Legend of Zelda, all that shit.
I would buy the Mario Kart from you for eBay comp.
Yeah, I might hang on to it, but I'll let you borrow it.
Long term?
For like, a few months,
years.
Yeah.
18 years, you'll get it back.
Yeah.
Long term.
Like
once my kid graduates.
So 18 years, 18-year borrow.
No, 16 now about, right?
Do you have an N64?
I do not. I had a Nintendo Wii growing up and a DS.
I still got my Wii too. Is it crazy to think that they're like 15 years old?
That's insane.
15 to 20 years
they
old.
still work so well, and they're still like fun games to play.
Yeah. Xbox 360 came out in 2004, maybe 2006, I want to say.
We should hook the Wii up to the simulator and play Wii Golf.
Yeah.
We should, actually. We should really do that. Actually, I was going to recreate the Wii Golf holes in TGC for us to play at one point.
That'd be kind of sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I should get on that, actually.
Is there a Mario Golf game?
Yeah. Yep. For the
you have
N64, there is. Yep, I do.
Long-term borrow?
You're so terrible.
Probably maybe short-term.
You could probably buy that one because I bought that one. I actually bought it for double bogey streams back at Bunker 1.0. You and Tyler played it for like
we did. I remember that.
3 weeks. Yeah.
Yep. Very pixelated,
Super pixelated.
but it'll still do the job.
Yeah. Yeah. You'll be good.
Okay, let's take a little break.
Yep.
A little Sans Tyler chit chat.
Yeah.
We'll get in a second segment. We'll figure it out.
Well, yeah, we'll figure out what we're going to talk about. All right. See you guys.
Okay. Before we start this next segment, I need to ask you guys' opinion. So I Golf Digest and deep into Reddit golf.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You're on page 10 of both.
I'm also a little bit intimidated to spout off on Reddit golf because I think my head will get cut off if I say the wrong thing.
Like
if I were to post in the Reddit golf thread,
yeah,
about like, is clubbing up distance or number?
God. Oh yeah, you'd get dragged through the weeds, man.
I should do it just to see what happens.
Yeah,
because my name's not associated with all. No one knows what my username is.
You're not gonna make it Ryan from the Double Bogey Show.
Yeah,
okay, yeah.
This was posted 35 minutes ago. Some guy asked, I'd probably look like a wiener, but anyone ever consider wearing a fishing or hunting vest for golf? The fishing vest, like with all the pockets in it, like the zip up, little lightweight, whatever. Would you ever consider wearing one of those on the golf course to carry, necessary items? Ball marker, tees, balls.
I like that idea.
Now this guy's getting roasted. He's
really
like,
no.
I mean, the first, the very first comment is, God, I lost it here. Yeah, if it doesn't fit in your pockets, it shouldn't be in your pockets. Put it in your golf bag. I mean, the golf bag is essentially a vest that holds golf clubs.
Yeah,
that is true.
Like, let a guy do what he wants to do. You know what I mean?
No, and that goes back to the conversation from last week. It's like if a guy wants to wear a Blaze Orange hunting vest, it'd probably maybe just stay.
You will stick out like a sore thumb.
Pants too, you're fine.
You're probably wondering, does this guy have a gun on him right now? Is he like this guy's walking in the fescue over here? Is this dog in front of him trying to kick up birds?
Yeah.
That he's going to take down. What's going on here? Now, the fishing vest is a little bit different. I don't know.
I'll tell you this. I've golfed in a fishing shirt before.
And
I think that's acceptable because, yes, there are extra pockets, but it's more fashionable than a fishing vest
Also,
that you're purely wearing to carry shit.
Yeah. Plus, it was like hot out that day. I don't know. Tyler actually put it up on the story like a couple months ago on Breakfast Ball. But yeah, I went out golfing with Tyler and I was wearing my fishing shirt. And guys, I'm telling you, It was like I was shirtless out there. It felt so good.
The ones we have here?
Yeah, because you got the back flap and the wind was blowing up in it. And yeah, it was.
Now, what about cargo shorts?
No.
See, I mean, like, I don't have a pair of cargo shorts, so I'd never wear them. But also, like, cargo shorts are the fishing vests of shorts. So you might as well just wear a pair of cargo shorts too.
Now, cargo shorts are great if you're ball hawking.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
great
God,
to fit but also, you know, you're going to have you'll be weighted down on one side.
Well, yeah, you'll be swinging and your shorts will be going back and forth.
Yeah. So again, it's all personal preference. You want to wear a fishing vest? Wear a fucking fishing vest. Load it with tees. Load it with plastic ball markers.
Yeah. Like a bird hunting vest would be kind of slick because they got the big pockets in the back. Because like the worst part about a fishing vest is that you're wearing everything on the front of your chest, which could impede your swing. So if you're wearing like a bird vest and you've got pocket in the back, or you got like combs for your bullets on the front, you can stick golf balls in the combs too. Might work.
Yeah.
You could also throw all your crushed beer cans in the back where you'd put your pheasants at.
Yeah.
The big pocket in the back.
Yeah.
Be kind of a fun challenge. Like, how many beers can you fit in the back the back pocket of your hunting vest?
Walk around, sound like a recycling can.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I don't know. That'd be kind of sweet.
I don't know. I like it. I mean, here's the thing. Also with Redditors is that they're the biggest group of haters in the world. Period. If you're a hater, you wind up with a Reddit account and you post on shit all the time. They're worse than Facebook, in my opinion.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
It's dangerous territory to get into.
Yeah. Because it's strictly anonymous, people get all high and mighty and think that they can call you like a fucking imbecile because yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, they don't care. But you get these dudes on, I don't know, face to face, and they'll be like, yeah, man, you can wear whatever you want, man.
That looks pretty cool, dude.
Yeah, no, it looks sweet. Where'd you get that?
Definitely.
I should try that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, anyway.
No.
Yeah.
I'm going to say no on the fishing vest, but if you want to, you go right ahead.
I would never wear it, but dude, go for it.
Practical.
Yeah.
Okay, so my question for you guys is, remind me, are you guys morning tea time guys or afternoon or evening?
I'm more afternoon or evening.
Okay.
I'm not really a morning golfer just because like all you guys go, like there's a lot of like the older folks that
want to
go
like when we don't go.
And like it's just more better for my time and my like people.
Wake up at like noon and you know.
Well, I don't wake up at noon anymore.
Ideal tea time is like 11 or 11:30.
Yeah,
I think.
Right around
really?
noonish.
Yeah, right around noon. Right when it's as hot as it'll possibly be.
That's what I like.
Yeah. That's
Okay, so our answers are going to differ a little bit. What's your guys' favorite thing to do after a round of golf?
Okay.
You're playing 18 holes.
Yep.
You get done. What are you doing afterwards?
It's summertime, right?
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Immediately after a round, okay. You know how women will say like the best thing is at the end of the day is being able to take your bra off? Or like for construction workers, their favorite thing is taking their boots off after the end of the day.
Yep.
Taking my cleats off after a round and just airing those puppies out has got to be maybe one of the best feelings in the world.
No, are you sitting in those same socks the rest of the day? You're changing the socks.
Here's the thing. I gotta get rid of those socks. They gotta come off my feet right away because they're bad. But also, I have to go get into my hot car still wearing those same socks because I didn't pack.
So you wear your golf shoes to the course?
No, I'll change out of my golf shoes and put on my street shoes, But then I got to put those raunchy, disgusting, damp socks into my street shoes and then hop into my hot car and it's like I'm hotboxing with my own shoes.
So you're keeping the socks on in the street shoes? Just because you kind of have to.
Because I have until I get home, which is making me realize, like after, verbalizing this right now, I should probably just bring an extra set of socks
or just wear Birks to the course or sandals, so you don't have to put
sandals is a good move.
Yeah, that's what I do. I wear my Birks all the way to the course, so as soon as my shoes off,
Birks. Socks and Birks.
Yep.
They need. You guys ever heard of Vibrams?
Yeah. Is that the toe shoes?
Oh
yeah.
We gotta get a pair of toe shoe golf shoes.
We gotta. You're right.
You guys know how elite barefoot golfing is.
Oh yeah,
and I mean, you still haven't done it.
You can also they're like water shoes, so it doesn't matter if there's dew on the ground or not. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
The toe shoes. I think the toe shoes are going to start making a run for things in the coming years. When barefoot golf becomes more widely accepted.
Yep.
I think people will start doing it more. Now, here's what I should do. I should buy a pair of toe shoes. I have the golf kick.
The screw in spikes, right?
I should make my own.
Yeah, you should do that right now, and then we can go outside and test them right now.
Yeah.
Well, it's -8 out.
I will wear those though, and people will give me shit for it. Oh, God, that would look weird. Imagine wearing like a pair of golf shorts, a polo, a hat, and then toe shoes with spikes on them.
Yeah, you look normal for the top 95% of your body.
Yeah, because you're not. I mean, you're not gonna. I mean, if you're wearing like shin high socks with these toe, I mean, you probably shouldn't even be wearing socks. But if you are wearing socks, you wouldn't wear socks with these things.
No. Your sock would feel so weird because you're a gap in between every
unless you had
toe.
Unless you had toe socks with the toe shoes.
Are those a thing?
Oh yeah,
they gotta be.
Those were huge, like back in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Chicks would wear those things all the time.
Oh yeah. See now, Ryan, I agree with what you said about people will give you shit, because if you're gonna wear toe shoes, people wear, it's a guarantee you're gonna get shit. But also, golfers are known for picking up some really weird things that they do on the course, like belly putters and chippers and all that stuff.
Fishing vests.
And golfers pick up and do weird shit on the golf course that eventually just gets co-opted into a part of golf culture. And then eventually 10 years down the road, like we all look back on belly putters right now and we're like, what the fuck were we doing?
Yeah.
But it was cool back then. I think golf shoes could be that next belly putter, if you see what I'm saying. Like everybody picks up on it. Everybody's talking about it.
Why do I always get blisters on the back of my feet for my golf shoes?
I don't know. It sounds like you just need new shoes.
Yeah.
But it's like every pair that I've had, I get blisters. Is it because I don't wear them enough? They're not. I feel like they're broken in by now.
Yeah.
But if I'm walking on a course, which I don't do very often, but I will do it sometimes. If I'm walking, I'm getting blisters on my Achilles.
Do you tie them every time?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Ryan's favorite thing to do post round is air out the blister.
I gotta get the shoes off right away.
Yeah.
My favorite thing to do after a round of golf, because here's the thing. I'm a morning tea time guy, and I do that, and I'm probably just gonna out myself right now, but like, I'll golf early morning, so then I can come back and I can watch the kid.
Have a full day in front of you.
Pretty much, yeah. And when I get home, it's I'm tired. I would love nothing more than to just lay down and take a quick nap. And I don't really take naps, but when you're up at, I don't know, you go to bed late in the summer because the sun doesn't go down till 10.
Yep.
So you go to bed at midnight, you wake up at 6 for like a 6:45 tea time. I'm exhausted when I get home. So the move is that you gotta stay on your feet and you gotta stay active so you don't feel that you're actually that tired.
Yep.
So you gotta have some sort of outdoor projects to latch onto when you get home, whether that's in the garage or mowing the lawn or anything like that.
Yep.
So then, yes, you did get 18 holes in the morning, but you're also helping out with that, with kind of the chores.
You gotta start swinging a hammer afterwards.
Correct. Yeah. So you gotta have something to make you look busy when you get home from your round. Otherwise, all hell is gonna break loose.
You gotta switch into the steel toe Vibrams.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what you gotta do. You switch into your
Yeah, I should just bring those to the course and then wear them home. And be like, I'm ready to get down to it. Ready to get down to business right now. We gotta get that lawn mowed. I gotta get the landscape edged. I gotta pull weeds, and none of that's fun. But you just have to make yourself look busy and do mindless work by yourself. Otherwise,
just nighttime,
all hell is going to break loose.
Plus parlaying being outside into also doing something outside immediately after a golf round is so fucking good.
Yeah, it's nice. I mean, you can get out of a sweaty, 100% polyester polo. It's been sticking to you for the last 2 hours.
Yeah.
Maybe throw like a little tank top on.
Yeah.
Short sleeve, and
it's like golfing at the lake is the best part. Is maybe the best golf round because immediately after you just change out of your golf clothes, but then you're into just chilling outside mode.
Yeah, it's great. Well, and I can't really, because it's not my lake place, so I can't really like just figure out things to do. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And I could restock the wood pile or ask my father-in-law, hey, what kind of project? I got to stay busy right now.
Yeah.
But also, you got grandma at the lake who can watch the little guy for a little bit.
So maybe that's when you
snooze.
do hit your little midday siesta.
So that's probably the only time I'll ever take a nap is after a round of golf at the lake. Because I mean, up till midnight, 1 a.m. and then 6:30 tea time out there usually. So
still blowing a .04 when you're teeing off.
But you got to do what you got to do
Yeah.
to get those rounds. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got family. You got to be able to work around it. You got to stay busy. You got to find something to do outside. Now here's the other thing. If I don't feel like I played well, I'll have to. There's a nice big yard out there. Got to get some chips in.
Of course. Yep.
Got to get some chips in. I mean, there's like it's nice plush grass, so it's like I'm working on my short-sided 20-yard chip onto the green, in the deep rough, and just feel confident with myself throughout the day.
Yep. Just start smacking it around.
Yeah.
Yeah. My lake place, I just got a big chunk of woods right next to me, and if I'm not great off the tee box in the morning and I come back to the lake place, you bet your ass I'm putting a couple in the woods.
Oh, for sure. I'm putting them in the lake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless there's pontoons out there, but if it's like a buddy's pontoon, then
yeah,
then you're aiming for it.
Yeah, cover your head.
It's like a different type of aiming for the picker upper, ball picker.
Yep.
Trevor, what do you got? Favorite thing to do after a round of golf?
Usually it's if I go with a bunch of buddies.
Mental clarity.
No, I usually go to we'll go to Applebee's a lot after rounds. I'm not a huge go to the pro shop, have drinks at the course. Going to go get food, drinks. Laugh at me all you want. Applebee's is low key underrated,
dude. No, I mean Applebee's is great. I just don't think
it's just food, drinks. Like where else would you go?
I just think of
every bar restaurant is food and drink.
But I don't know. It's always close to every single course we go to. There's one on 19th, so for Edgewood. There's one close to Rose Creek. It's close to Prairie Wood. Never really go to Osgood.
You're not even hitting at half price app time.
You're going to
9 to midnight.
2 for 22.
Is it 2 for 22 now?
2 for 22, 2 for 24, and 2 for 26. There's 3 different options. No,
I've never heard.
What?
No, I've never heard. You cannot act like I'm stupid right now because everybody listening is saying the same thing I am. I've never heard of anyone picking Applebee's as their spot after a round of golf.
I'm not a fan of the
What is it about
clubhouse.
Applebee's besides location?
I don't know. I think it's solid food. And usually when we go at night, so it's we need supper usually.
Is it the decor and the ambiance?
It is.
Yeah.
No.
Is it just because you're feeling good in the neighborhood?
Yeah. It's just what I do. We go to Applebee's,
And that's fine. I'm not here to judge. I'm not here to be like, you can't do that. No,
and
I
then we
would
go dick around downtown or something.
No, I mean we can't hate because if you just got done with a 12U baseball tournament, where were you going right after?
Hooters.
Pizza Ranch.
Applebee's, man.
We were going to Hooters every time.
Okay.
That's fucking sick, right?
Where is there Hooters here?
Well, when I was 12, there was a Hooters in Fargo.
Really?
Yeah.
When they shut that down?
Probably 10 years ago.
Fuck.
Yeah, that was the spot for us. Now, if there was a Hooters,
12-year-old Ryan.
If there was Hooties in town, we maybe go.
Yeah.
But again, I can't be gone for a 3.5-4 hour round and then another 2 hours at Hooties.
Yeah, if your wife found out that you were at Hooties after being gone for 4.5, yeah, you'd probably have a Vibram up your ass.
Yikes.
What do you get at Applebee's?
The chicken mac and cheese plate, whatever it's called.
Dude, that's the worst post-golf round meal I've ever.
What? Dude. You're kidding.
Even if we're disagreeing with you, you got to give us some substance behind it. What there's got to be a reason you always get the chicken mac and cheese melt or whatever the fuck.
Well, it's the chicken. I don't know what is it called. It's the 4 something tender mac and cheese. So it's 4 big chicken tenders on mac and cheese. I don't know. It's good. You get your little chicken, you get a little pasta. It's a nice little mix. There's no shot you're both staring at me like this. Have you had it?
No,
because I'm not going to Applebee's.
Have you never? When's the last time you had Applebee's?
Dude, we had one in the town I went to college in. We would go. I mean, I've probably been to Applebee's close over 100 times.
Have you ever gotten it?
Never.
Yeah.
Because we'd always go between 9 and midnight. We get our half price apps, or we'd go on Thursdays for $2 Long Island.
Guys, actually, yesterday I was cleaning out. This is a side step. I was cleaning out a bunch of my old shit from college, and I stumbled upon a folder with a bunch of my old bank statements from college, and I was kind of reading through a couple of them. And at one point, my bank account got overdrawn $32 because I went to Applebee's.
$32 at Applebee's?
Well, no, I probably spent like $50 at Applebee's. I don't know what I was doing.
Well, again, how do you spend $50 at Applebee's if you're playing the system right? I mean, 2 for $20 is a good deal because then you probably got another meal for like late night.
Or you and a buddy get one. So you go and I get one. It's $12.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know.
Would not be my first guess. If I'm gonna pick a restaurant, Hootie's if it's available, because I do like their wings.
Hootie's does have good wings.
I do like their wings.
Good wings.
Traditional, not the boneless. Yeah, probably Hootie's.
Yeah. I'm going to whatever local joints nearby. Like like Trevor said, if he's at this golf course, he goes to this Applebee's. If he goes to this golf course, he goes to this Applebee's. I have select bars that I've picked out around the area that is just like, if we're at Rose Creek, I'm going to go to this bar or whatever, you know?
You guys aren't taking advantage of the clubhouse restaurants?
Actually, Rose Creek is the one golf course that I will pony up at the bar inside afterwards. Yeah, because they got all the food from like Brutus in town. So
that's true.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Changed.
I mean, they've changed owner. The clubhouse changed owners like 4 or 5 times, like probably 3 times in the last 4 years.
Well,
I don't think I've ever been inside the Rose Creek clubhouse. I'm inside of Edgewoods, and that's it.
How do you pay?
Well, like to get like the food and stuff, because the Rose Creek clubhouse, like for the golf, is just underneath.
Well, yeah. I mean, why would you go in there when you're like Applebee's is just on the mind?
Yeah.
You know.
I don't know. Post round things. I'm surprised neither of you guys said this, but having a couple beers on the course and then parlaying them into a couple beers after the round is like electric. Now I know Trevor.
Yeah, at Applebee's.
You getting Dollaritas?
Dude, those were fire.
They're back.
Jesus.
For once a month. It's like 1 month.
They're back.
It was back in like October.
$1 Long Islands.
I'd say it's a slippery slope because again, if I'm getting done with a round at 11.
Can't start drinking.
I mean, well, I have the whole rest. If I'm at the lake, it's a little bit easier, but in town, I have the whole rest of the day. I'm either like maybe going to start feeling a little bit of a hangover later in the afternoon, or I just have to drink for the next 12 hours.
Yeah.
Which I'm going to feel even worse the next day.
Yeah. Because
it's a slippery slope.
If you're getting done golfing at 11 o'clock, that's, I mean, the night's real young.
Yeah. And I just feel like I would love to start golfing twilight rounds, but it's just not in the budget for me. Budget meaning my time.
Your time budget.
Correct.
Yeah. I mean, me and Trevor get done golfing at like 4 or 5 o'clock. If we start golfing, at noon or 1 or whatever, that's the perfect time to just keep it going.
Yep.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I mean, if you start around at 4, you get done at 8. I mean, half price apps are only an hour away.
Downtown, get home at 2 a.m. Do it again.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to digest this whole Applebee's situation.
Trevor, you can't talk about how sick you are that you go out until 2 a.m. and then also go to Applebee's post round. Those are two.
What do you mean?
Those are mutually
Unless you're going for like $2 teas on Thursday to like pregame before you go out.
Sometimes.
That night.
I did go there after a round for early night, the Dollaritas, and then went downtown. That was a great move.
Fuck. All right, Trevor. I'll take your word for it, man. I'll just try it once. I'll try Applebee's once after. I will. I'll do that.
Okay.
I will.
Okay, let's wrap this baby up. Tyler will be back next week. We'll recap the Arizona trip. And I'm going to Florida next month. So
you
got to figure out if we're bringing the sticks with or not. Because I'll also have a stroller with me.
Yeah.
And a child. Logistically, it's going to be tough. Can it be done? Possibly. Maybe if I ship my clubs down there ahead of time.
Yeah. The rentals might be your option.
See you next week.
See you next week, guys.
Love you.
They piped that the wrong way.
I'll call the clubhouse. We'll book another 18 for tomorrow.
Okay, they cheated on that. They fluffed their balls.
Yeah, no better time for the breakfast ball than now.